Dreams are a reality. The boundaries of the mind are not yet to be explored.
Dreams! If you're like me, mid-20s, you heard of this little thing called video games. And you've probably had some fantasies about them too. Things you really thought were good ideas, some features you wanted really bad in your favorite video games. And when I was a kid, I thought anything was possible. And I imagined what I thought would be the best game ever. Now, GTA is a great starting point for letting your fantasies have some creative freedom time. I bet a lot of people would like this one. GTA, but it's in your own town. Now that would be freaking cool, wouldn't it? When I was playing Vice City, I would have loved to be able to enter any building, climb on everything like you're able to, like you can in real life. Just climb on anything. Would have it in my own city as well, so I would know where everything is. I could visit my own house, pet my dogs. You know, that would be cool. As a kid, you think that would be the most amazing thing ever. And I would love to have my own face on a character and some total building destruction as well. And maybe I wanted to complete all the missions on my own terms. Find out what my approach would be. When you're a kid, it sounds super cool. With all the technical mumbo jumbo aside, it still sounds pretty radical. And I still fantasize about game ideas. And I bet you guys do too. So if you have some game ideas of your own, you think some features or a whole game would be super duper cool, let me know in the comments down below, because I want to talk about this. As a kid, I dreamt of all these things, climbing everything, destroying everything. You're a kid, you know. And as the years went by, we got some of that stuff in games. You want to climb all the freaking stuff? We got Assassin's Creed. You want to blow everything up? Battlefield Bad Company. You want your own face on a playable character? Yeah, let's not talk about that one. So yeah, games got pretty good. They got pretty good features over the years, but publishers, they want money, of course, as any company does. I get it. So they focused on what was profitable and tried to be the best, or at least the most profitable in their niche. Like Battlefield, they continue to amp up the graphics, the sound design. It looks and feels really good, but it's still a fairly straightforward shooter. And GTA is still a very good game, but I just don't feel it anymore. I just don't. Maybe it's the fact that I'm older now. Maybe it's that I'm more cynical of the game industry. And maybe the best game for me is already out there. Or maybe I just don't enjoy games anymore. And the best game is out there, but if I found it even then, I would not enjoy it. Maybe that's the case. When I think of the freedom I dreamt about as a kid, actually two games come to mind. And they really are the best games ever for me, in my opinion. And if you know me, you're gonna know this first one. It is, of course, Metal Gear Solid V.
Kept you waiting, huh?
The game wasn't finished, I know, and I know that the game has a minuscule amount of story cutscenes in comparison to anything from the previous games. But it's still the most G-dank best video game I've ever played. And that's that. And I know, it's not in my hometown, and I cannot destroy all the things. What Metal Gear Solid 5 offers, it is super crazy good, in my opinion. Say for instance, I'm on a mission to kill this one beautiful baby boy, and he's hiding away in some fortified enemy fortress with all types of guards. They got helmets on, they got night vision on, and maybe there's a little tank just rolling on by. Maybe there's a helicopter flying in the sky. Who knows? This fortress is heavily guarded, and how in the heck am I gonna... How am I gonna kill this guy? Who knows? The game doesn't tell you. It's not holding your hands. You gotta figure that out for yourself. And that's where the beauty comes in. You can figure it out all for yourself. The game doesn't tell you, go sneak this way, go do that. No, 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 no. You are the sneaky snaky man. To accomplish this goal, I've got a variety of options, including, but not limited to, being a sneaky snaky man. And all my weapons are silenced. And I'm sneaking, waiting patiently to strike on my next foe and hiding their bodies from all their friends. Or maybe I want to be a faraway sniper dude, role-playing my favorite role from the Mark Wahlberg movie and shooting all the dudes from far away where they can't even see me. That's an option. What about Rambo? RoboCop, the Terminator. Maybe you should play this game called Super Snaky Boy 5. So yeah, you can blow everything up, take the biggest guns, call in airstrikes. That's just 3 playstyles I've witnessed personally. But Metal Gear Solid 5 allows for a variety of playstyles, and you can switch them on the fly. It doesn't matter if you go in silent first and then shit goes down and you know, that's all possible. Do what you like. You get all the freedom you want. And that's why I think Metal Gear Solid 5 is, in my opinion, the best video game ever made. And as you've caught on, I really love Metal Gear, and I'm not going to talk about it anymore in this video. I'll save that for another video. Probably all my videos will have a little bit of Metal Gear in them. So you might be thinking, what is that second game that might be the best game ever? So what is the best game when we're talking about the freedom of choice to be anything you want, to do anything you want? Well, of course, it's Dungeons and Dragons. So I've been playing Dungeons and Dragons for years with friends around the table. It's actually Pathfinder. And in those tabletop RPGs, you really can do whatever the hell you want to do. You can talk to anyone. You can say everything. The speech options are only limited by your mind. You can fight anyone you want. You can destroy everything you want, as long as you got the equipment, of course. That's the beauty of it, because it needs no video game engine. This is the video game engine it uses. You can do anything. You are restricted by only the rules of the game world and your dungeon master. So don't make it too crazy. You create your own characters. You can create yourself or whatever. And I've made some beautiful baby boy characters in my day. I've had a dreamy, muscular fighter, strong as an ox, wielded a flail in 2 hands, and anyone who approached him would die. And of course, his name was Striker McBeast. What else could you name a guy like that? And he would kill anyone. He would always win in every fight, except for when he went out to get some firewood and he was approached by 3 winter wolves. And I've been a witch. A secretly evil, murderous witch who killed her family to gain her witchy powers from her familiar. And no one in the party knew that I was an evil character. And I've played a bard, a halfling bard. He liked to just insult anybody, and he was pretty useless inside of combat, because all he would do was sing and dance. And I was singing my own badly written songs, my poorly written songs, to the party, probably to their fullest enjoyment. In tabletop RPGs you can really do anything. So what exactly is the point of this video? As a kid, I wanted many unrealistic, cool features in video games. And video games, they need to have those limitations, because there are people working on them. They need to get paid. They only have so much time in the day. There's hardware, there's software constraints. It needs to be profitable. There needs to be a market for it. So a video game can never be the best game ever for one person specifically. It can't cater to all their needs. But a tabletop RPG can. For a party of 4 or 5 people, it can be the best game ever. So, if you haven't played it, Pathfinder, Dungeons and Dragons, or any other tabletop RPG, get a gang of nerds together, play some Dungeons and Dragons, or any other tabletop RPG, and have some fun. Because, in my opinion, it is truly and honestly the best game ever. Love you, thank you for watching. Please comment, rate and subscribe. That would be very cool. Love you, see you in the next video. Sweet dreams, baby boy.